We finally made it to Hearts Content. After promising and threatening and trying to do this for a long time, we're finally there. Hearts Content. We are entering Hearts Content Recreation Area. This stone says, "A gift of the State Federation of Pennsylvania Women to the Allegheny National Forest for public use and enjoyment." Formal presentation by Northwestern District, July 14th, 1934. So let's check out the storyboard. So here's the whole Hearts Content area. The big green area is the wilderness area. It has a long hiking loop. We're going to be on the Blue Trail. We're going to do the Hearts Content Scenic Interpretive Trail. Okay. They've got Braille. That's nice. The signs are kind of faded and scratched up a little bit. But there's the Hickory Creek Wilderness Area, which is the green, I believe, area. And there's the Hearts Content Scenic Area. The Wheeler-Dusenberry logging camps. This was in the middle of an area that was clear-cut by the Wheeler-Dusenberry Lumber Company. 1922, the descendants of William F. Wheeler and Henry Dusenberry donated the original 20-acre stand of old-growth timber. Additional land was added, making up 120 acres, dedicated as a national natural landmark in 1977. So let's go into the old growth forest. And Mrs. History's a Blast is over here, checking out more signs. Oh, this is the hewn log display that I read about in the brochure. That's brochure for our cousins across the big water. Neat. But and this is a good opportunity. I don't mind this getting graffitied up, okay? But this is a hand-hewn log, squared off. Here's the steps of cutting it down, measuring it off, marking it off, and then hand hewing. Boy, it's dark in the shade, isn't it? Okay. Before we get eaten alive by the mosquitoes, it's wet. This is the nice sunny end of a front system passing through the Allegheny National Forest. It's been a rainy day, but it's 20 after 6 p.m. and the sun's coming out. Although the sky doesn't look that cheerful behind it. We'll see. Okay, on into the tree tunnel over here. The Hearts Content Scenic Area Interpretive Trail. Look at the, yeah. Stand still long enough to get eaten alive by the mosquitoes. Okay, so we have different barks. Hemlock, that's hemlock. That's white pine. What is this one? Beech and beech. Those are the three major tree species that made up this northern tier of Pennsylvania, southern tier of New York, the Hemlock Beech Consociation. Beech was a good hardwood for chemical manufacturing. Hemlock had tree, its bark was good for tannic acid, for leather tanneries, and it was good for construction. But white pine, which was the prime tree, was for construction. Boy, I tell you. Now there they are, the three major trees. Okay. Nice display. We've got Ralph, we've got trail dedications. The short loop goes off to the right. And we promised ourselves we'd take the long loop, so let's go on around here. It's 1 1/10, 1.1 miles, this loop. And boy, did it get dark in a hurry. Oh boy. Here's a big old hemlock going up into the canopy. I'm going to let this on for a couple of seconds here and see if we can't get that owl. Oh, there's two of them. Wow. That's it. No, this is a hemlock that's been debarked. Hemlock. Well, it wasn't cut down. This is a hemlock without the bark. It's an old hemlock too. Yeah, looks like it fell over. There it is. Oh, there are just some big trees right on the trail here. They go up into the canopy, but the beech leaves block you, and there's that owl going at it again, from seeing the tree up in the canopy, but it's a hemlock. Just a beautiful walk in an old growth forest that, aside from the trails, have mostly been untrammeled by human interaction. Okay. Oh yeah. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Not until the chainsaw comes along to clear the trail. Here's another one of those old stone markers with a bronze plaque. Erected to the memory of Wheeler and Duesenberry, leaders of the lumber industry in western New York and Pennsylvania, partners in the firm of Wheeler and Duesenberry. Established in 1834, which in 1922 gave 20 acres of virgin timber at Hearts Content to the federal government for public use and enjoyment. Okay, thanks Wheeler and Duesenberry. You want to cross? You really get a sense of how big these things are, and how they are recycled. Look at now they're becoming basically fodder for mushrooms and little ferns. They eventually return to the soil as the forest continues to evolve. It's not a static environment. Always changing. There's a big old beech. Wow. They were prime trees for chemical, making charcoal after they were harvested for lumber. The tops and the smaller trees that were not commercially viable for lumber were cut up into cordwood and made into charcoal, and they distilled and produced acetate of lime, wood tar for creosoting before coal tar. And there's a big old beech tree, and look how it splits up there. That's a big old bugger. Loving my new Sony Handycam with the zoom. Oh yeah. Low light performance here in this dark, late afternoon, early evening really, shaded canopy. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Down the trail again. And I can see the red of our trusty Red Ryder truck there through the trees in the sun as we approach the end of the 1.1 mile interpretive trail at Hearts Content. Lovely. Beautiful. Worth a visit if you can get here. Western side of the Allegheny National Forest, about 14 miles west of Sheffield, Pennsylvania. Okay, that's it for this time. See you soon.